We're absolutely delighted to have the All Ireland Senior Cross Country Champion winners here with us today, and we're looking forward to asking them some questions about their success and how they got there. And it's just an exciting time for St Coleman's College, and these boys have delivered superbly for Violet Hill. So we're going to get straight into the questions now, and first of all, we're going to ask Coach Mr Friel what it felt like to take these boys over the line on Saturday.
I would say it was probably one of the best feelings I've ever had, because these boys have put in probably 6 months training, and for the vast majority of the last 4 months, that would have included 4 days after school, a Saturday morning in Castlewellan and a Sunday morning in Gosford, and they've worked extremely hard for this win. Also, the race was so tight on the day between ourselves, Belvedere, St Kieran's College and St Malachy's College, that even in the final analysis, after everybody had crossed the line, nobody was sure who had won the race. I knew it was very tight. I knew our boys had run exceptionally well, and it was actually more of a relief that we'd actually won it, but I was absolutely delighted for them because of the amount of hard work and effort that they had put in over the last 6 months, and especially over the last 4 months. I mean, they've been absolutely tremendous in their application to training, and they're real role models and justifiably Irish schools champions.
Superb. Thank you very much, Mr Friel. Jack, can you give us an insight into the preparations and what training was like?
We're usually training 5 to 6 days a week, but included up to near 40 miles, and usually a few long runs, and used to have near everyone was out most training sessions, and no one really missed a session.
Great, so there was a good team morale within the group, was there, Tom?
Yeah, definitely. We're all in it from the start, and when you see everyone out training every day, we're all out together, so we really had a good bond throughout the year, and when we heard that we had the result like we did on Saturday, when we knew we won the title, it was a great feeling.
Great stuff. And tell me this, Michal, there's a great photograph that was produced shortly after the event. Mr Friel actually sent it to me, and it just captures the moment that you found out that you won the All-Ireland Senior title. Can you tell us how it felt in that moment?
Oh, it was one of the best feelings I've experienced throughout my entire career of running. Like, individual medals and all don't compare to a team event, because you're working day in, day out with these other lads. So to be able to win a team medal with them is unbelievable.
That's super. And Michal, my next question was in relation to your brilliant third place, our first ever placing in an All-Ireland Senior Cross Country Championship for an individual. I know you said that the team medal eclipsed that, but surely it was a proud moment for you to be crowned third place in the race.
Oh yeah, definitely. Like, it's always a good self-achievement to get a medal, but overall it's like it counts as a place towards the team. So in the overall scheme of it, I'd actually prefer to win a team than individual, really.
Great, that's a superb message for all our young athletes throughout the school who are working towards a common goal with their colleagues in these teams. Danny, you were one of the members of the McCrory Cup panel, and you trained diligently and you worked so hard with that team from September, and then your transition into the cross country team was seamless. How do preparations differ from a team event like football to a cross country event?
In football, you're hard hitting, you're intense trains, but obviously we're unlucky in that. But to take in Mr. Friel's experience with a run, it's unbelievable. The miles these boys do week in, week out is incredible. They're machines. The McCrory, when we're training with the McCrory, we see them running around with ease, and we done the downs and Michal, I was 6.8k in hills, and I went up to him after and I asked how was it. He goes, it was alright, like. And I was sitting there puffed out, but the training's unbelievable. The miles that the boys do week in, week out is unbelievable. We got together at the start of the year. Mr. Friel told me that March 9th was the goal, and that was the All Irelands. But we were confident throughout the year after winning down in Ulsters that with the training we have, Mr. Free as well, we'd get the Irish title.
That's super. Keelan, tell me how it felt to be part of this history-making team.
Oh, it felt unbelievable. Like, that was our goal that Mr. Frail set out from the start of the year, that to win the All Irelands. Like, so every day, week in, week out, when we come out to train, that's the ultimate goal, what we are working for. So it feels unbelievable just have all that hard work paid off, like 6 days a week, even at the weekends, like out with these lads training and working towards that goal. So whenever, like, as close a race it was, we didn't know who, like, what way it went. So
Great. And there seemed to be a huge groundswell of support for this team at the weekend. In the aftermath of the good news coming through, Twitter was just bouncing, and so many people were so proud of you. Why do you think that is? In St Coleman's College, we have such a broad support for cross country, Jack.
I guess the tradition we have here, winning 7 All Irelands in the past 11 years, and there's always been strong teams the past few years. So I think it's got everyone interested in it, and they always want to see the school do well.
Great, yeah, well said. Mihal, Patrick and Andrew Monaghan, predecessors of yours, obviously were really superb athletes in the cross-country circuit. Did they give you any inspiration when you were preparing for your races?
Yeah, well, they'd always be communicating through Roy, giving us a motivation and all to do well and all. And even throughout summer or winter, sometimes they come out and train with us, and that gives us a real boost. It gives us something to aim towards later on in the career. Great.
And Danny, you are obviously, as I said, a key member of the McCrory panel this year. Now you're an All-Ireland and Ulster winner in cross-country. How important is it that the school community backs the teams the way they do?
Just been tradition throughout the year. Young boys, first year coming in, you want to be on the wall, the famous wall. You come in, you want to be in the teams, you want to be in the running teams. It's just a thrive to be successful here. And the community, we came in Monday morning, and the tax and even the boys, they're on a fast winning as well. They're in All Ireland final, and now it's just a pat in the back. Teachers coming up, well done. It's an unbelievable feeling. It's just you don't realise until you come into the school how unbelievable it is and how much success means. But throughout, everyone's just so proud of us, and it's an amazing feeling.
Thanks, Danny. And Mr. Friel, you've been on the cross-country circuit, on the athletic circuit for many decades. How does the approach by St Coleman's College tie in with your kind of feelings on cross-country, and how important is it that St Coleman's College backs cross-country going forward?
Oh, I think it's the support from St Coleman's College has been absolutely fantastic over the years. 7 years ago, Mr. McKinney, I think he only just been principal maybe a year, came down to Galway to support the team. This weekend he came down, and he was a key member of the team for the whole weekend, and his input into it and his enthusiasm and his admiration for the boys was absolutely fantastic to see. And I think everybody enjoyed his input this weekend. And over all the years, that the support we've had from the college has been brilliant. Not everybody can be a footballer, and everybody finds their own niche in their own sport. But some of the boys who perhaps don't play that much football can at least, aspire to be on a cross-country team, because the support is always there for them. And when we get to as far as Downs, Ulsters and Irish, the college swings in behind them tremendously and gives them great support right through to the All-Ireland final, as we did this weekend as well. And I think perhaps this weekend, in all the years I've been coaching, was probably the sweetest victory I've ever had, and with a bunch of young men, because these boys really put it on the line all the way through the year and were absolutely tremendous. And I think the bond that grew between them as well, and hopefully too, as a result of the coaching and all the rest of it, not only are they All-Ireland champions, but perhaps they're also better people as well, for the experience of having worked with each other, the discipline they had to show, even with Tom being injured a few times and having to get over that, and yet still produce a tremendous performance at the weekend. They all did. They were all absolutely brilliant. But in particular, I have to hold my hat out to Callum McDonough, who came up from that team, a team of lads he's been with the whole time, But when he had to step up, he really stepped up at the weekend too. So all credit to all 6. Fantastic.
Thank you, Mr. Frail. Micheál, just a question for you in terms of balancing schoolwork with so many hours of dedication on an extracurricular level. How do you do it and still maintain on top of the books?
Well, it is tough to fit everything in, but sure, if we're out training, we'd be home at about 5 o'clock each day around each school day. That still gives us a good few hours at home to to get the books out and get a bit of studying done, get homework done. And then on weekends, we'd be training about 10 o'clock Saturday mornings and 8 o'clock Sunday mornings. So that leaves us the rest of the day free. So once you get the hang of it, it's not that bad to fit in everything else. It's just getting used to it at the start.
Great. Jack, what are your hopes and aspirations for the future in terms of cross-country running?
Yeah, well, at the moment currently focusing on the track season, what we covered up next in the 1500. So main goal is to retain the Ulster title again, hopefully medal at the Irish schools.
Superb. Tom, same question for you.
Well, at the moment, with all the training 6 days a week, I've been able to make 5 international teams. So
Wow.
hopefully I'll continue mountain running as well as cross country. So maybe just aiming for another international cap.
Super. And Keelan, you're a wee bit younger than some of the rest of these boys here. What are your hopes and aspirations for cross-country running going forward?
Well, obviously I'll try to come out again next year. Hopefully, there's obviously Jack and Tom are gone next year, so there'll be a few new boys moving up onto the team. So hopefully we go again, maybe try win the senior championship next year again.
Great, okay. And Callum, how do you feel about the cross country going forward in St Coleman's? You've as long as anybody here, longer than anybody. What would you like to achieve in St Coleman's before you finish up in cross country?
Well, maybe make the SIAB team next year for Ireland and win the intermediate team title.
Great, good stuff. Thanks, Callum. And final word to Mr. Frail. So, Mr. Frail, what does it feel like to be an All-Ireland winning cross-country coach? And where do you see cross-country evolving into, having picked up the baton from some great men down through the years involved in cross-country and indeed women as well, not least Mr. Musson, who was watching on and supporting you fantastically as well?
Well, it was a fantastic feeling on Saturday. There's absolutely no doubt about that. Particularly the setting and the amount of people that were there. It was just a brilliant atmosphere down there. Going forward, I have to perhaps go back now further into the juniors and bring some more of those on, because this team has evolved from the last sort of 5 or 6 years, and they've kept together, because the record that Jack and Tom has is probably unequalled anywhere in Irish schools cross-country history, because Jack and Tom both have an All-Ireland gold medal at minor level, an All-Ireland gold medal at junior level, an All-Ireland silver medal at intermediate level, and an All-Ireland gold team gold at senior level. So that's unprecedented, and that's because they've come up through the system. So we'll work with the team next year. Certainly the intermediate team is the strongest one we have, and some of the boys going on to the senior. But I think we have to now go back in and develop the intermediates, the minors and the minis and the juniors again, to sort of, so that this legacy can continue in the college for the foreseeable future.
Great, thank you very much. And a final congratulations to all of the boys who participated on Saturday and brought home All-Ireland glory to St Coleman's College, and a sincere thanks to all of our cross-country coaches, Mr. Frail, Mr. Musson, Mrs. Quinn and Mr. Keenan.